My name is Raymond Thomas. I'm a recently retired lieutenant on the New York City Fire Department. I spent 24 years as a fireman, 12 years as a firefighter, and then soon after September 11th, I got promoted to lieutenant, and I spent another 12 years as a lieutenant. When I was a fireman, I was stationed in Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. I was in Manhattan, but I was up in Harlem, uptown. Stephen was in Brooklyn. When we both pretty much were notified that a plane had hit the World Trade Center and we were needed. As you can imagine, it was very chaotic. Everybody was trying to get out of Manhattan, and few of us were trying to get into Manhattan to do what we do, to go to work. Stephen got to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. It's a tunnel that connects Lower Manhattan to Brooklyn, and people had abandoned their cars, their vehicles inside the tunnel, so it was unpassable by vehicle. So Stephen took his gear out of his car, he put his gear on, and he ran 3.5 miles approximately from the Brooklyn side of the Battery Tunnel to the World Trade Center site. Unfortunately, Stephen got there before the tower. I got there right after the second tower collapsed. Stephen got there before that, and unfortunately he was murdered that day along with 343 other New York City firefighters. Stephen died that day when the towers collapsed, along with everybody working in my firehouse that day was also murdered. Stephen's brother Frank didn't want Stephen's death to be in vain, so he started the Stephen Siller Tunnel to Tower organization. The reason why I believe the New York City Fire Department, all of the men and women of the New York City Fire Department, have such a deep attachment to the military. I know that on September 11th, I was sure that I was going to die. We kept getting reports that there were more planes coming, and I could not get through to my wife and kids, my wife and children. I was sure I was going to die that day. I really was. It was very difficult for us for me to do what I needed to do because of the thought that I was never going to hug my children again. Wouldn't leave me. A half an hour or so after the planes first hit, an F-15 or an F-16 flew very low over Manhattan, and it had given me such a feeling of relief that the cavalry had arrived.
It's amazing, and just to see the profoundness in his voice and his story, and having been there at 9/11 and the aftermath, and it's something all America can relate to. And here, just bring it to Little West Virginia. That's really neat. It's called Building for America's Bravest, and it basically is building smart homes for these wounded vets, catastrophic injuries, 2 and 3 limbs missing, and this is a foundation organization that is helping these guys build, technologically advanced homes that they can run by iPad, turning on the lights, lowering the sinks, turning on the water, all these type of things, just really neat.
I'd like to present this piece of steel to Ken here of Carpet One in West Virginia for what they're doing in helping us to raise funds to build homes for America's heroes coming back with some serious injuries, and it's greatly appreciated. This piece of steel from the World Trade Center in appreciation for all you guys are doing. Thank you.